Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Three guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll hand it off. Fights off a defender. The ball is free in the backfield. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
Ooh, did the offense...
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
So on the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. Receiver in motion now. Keeping it on the ground here. And it works. The first down to the 35.
Boy, with all this build-up and hype for this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on 3rd down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
And the Sooners looking to keep this drive moving. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And is intercepted. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up and makes a big play.
This just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Here's the 2nd down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
And there's the handoff. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Catch made over the middle. They wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
Well, this guy did everything that he could to try to get to that first down marker. It looks like he's just going to be inches short, and it's decision time for the offensive coordinator and head coach.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Finds his man, has the first down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they have exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping and doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
That's reeled in. It's Miller. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down. The Buffaloes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get the touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Pulls it in. It's Ncaa. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. To the air, it's Arnold. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Can he get there on the ground? Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a 1st down. The Sooners will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rip.
Tremendous toughness here. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
When they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the 1st down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. The Sooners moving quickly down the field here.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And the Sooners looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Looking to scramble. Runs out of bounds near the goal line. Couldn't quite get there.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off. Reminds his defense what he can do with his legs.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That kind of execution for the long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. Like the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Offense getting set. It's second down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking to make a play deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Colorado. No chance to catch it.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? They'll run it here. Breaking free at the 35. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moves to the 47-yard line. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On first down, it's play action. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Getting set. Here's second down. He'll hand it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. To the air, it's Arnold. Looking for his big tight end. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's escaping the pocket now. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. And it'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
He'll take a deep shot here. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. Touchdown, Buffs. This offense cannot be stopped.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Point after makes it a 15-point game. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. This one will be fair caught. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Ncaa. He has first down yardage at the 46. The Sooners will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. There's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. No huddle now for the offense. Scanning the field, it's Arnold. Extending the play now. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They're in the right place, just the right time.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. First down, looking to throw the football. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And this one is caught. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. There's a shot toward the end zone. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this away to get the second half going. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Buffaloes pick up enough yardage to get a first down. The shotgun handoff here. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
On the run, he'll let it go. Catch made, a lot of space now. And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. Couldn't quite get there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Buffaloes will line up now. It's 1st and goal. It's press coverage now from these DBs. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And we're able to get him down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, that is just incredibly impressive by this defense. And look at them down there. They're incredibly hyped up, and they should be. That's a great goal line stand, 3rd down, and get able to come up with a tackle for a loss.
Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. Touchdown, Buffaloes. This one is getting ugly. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. That fumble from the last possession set up a touchdown, and they bounce back from that costly error here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's caught downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move his sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. And the Sooners hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got it.
Football comes out, and the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Caught near the sideline. It's Thompson.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Scanning the field. It's Arnold. Quarterback looking to scramble. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. It's 3rd down for the offense. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Burks. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Ball handed off. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. There's contact on the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. The Buffaloes will line up to boot it away. So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. Bringing it back, it's Thompson. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. And they heave it deep downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. The Sooners come to the line to run the hurry up.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series. Almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better...
That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's got his man wide open. Touchdown, Colorado. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. When the receivers are running good routes, he has enough time to throw. And man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage, because right now, it is not working.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Defense is coming after him. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, the quarterback was noticeably hurried on that play. great pass rushes don't have to get to the quarterback to affect the play. That was a great example of it there.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Looking to throw. It's Arnold. The pass rush closing in. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Sawchuk. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. The Sooners lining up here on 1st and 10.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And the Sooners pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
Black 24. Black 24. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Couldn't find anybody open. He just has to throw it away. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Bringing pressure. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Tackle made after a big gain. The Sooners are looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Running out of time in the pocket. And they've got him. The defense makes a big play on the last play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter coming up.
38, Oklahoma 6.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback's got it on the option. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. The ball bounces out of bounds, and the offense will hold on to possession.
Boy, the offense catches a break with that ball going out of bounds. They retain possession and still have a chance to come away with points inside the red zone.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Dropping back, it's Arnold. The pocket breaking down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a 4th down completion. Launching one to the end zone. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Here's the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive. Working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can.